Good evening, everybody, and welcome to my grand opening, the Danvino Empowerment Podcast. Boy, I'm excited. Got my special guest on here, my man.
Come on.
Before I give you his name, I want to let you know he's a life coach, he's an author, and he's a Gold Wealth advisor, and evangelist minister. And don't forget, he is my friend, Mr. Dave Benjamin. Put your hands together for him.
What's going on? What's up, Doc? What's going on, man? Bless you, man.
My very first guest, man.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Hey, man, I'm excited to have you too, man. So everything's been going, man.
Everything has been going great, man. You know, and I just want to say, yeah.
I like the shirt, man. No limits.
No limits, brother. That's how we do it. No limits. No limits.
So what you been doing with yourself, man?
Hey, man, just continue to just keep being a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Keep expanding God's kingdom, man, and seizing the opportunity. Loving life to the fullest.
I know it, man. Because life is a gift.
Yeah.
Even if you're in pain, don't complain, because you're still alive.
That's right, brother.
Hey, listen, we only got like 30 minutes, man. But what I'm gonna do is the topic is it's called the power of a thought. That's what we're gonna be talking about, okay? Because I want to empower people that there is so if you have a thought or vision, we want you to activate it, especially 2020, because I believe if you get started with it, and if you sow the seed now, I believe 2021, man, God, it's gonna take off. It's gonna take off. So what I want to do is I want to try to encourage everybody that has an idea or a vision, and you're not pursuing it, or you just procrastinating. We want to break that. So we want to elaborate on that a little bit. But you know what? I tell you, man, I want to ask you this question because you got this book that you put together, man, Gathering the Pieces. What made you write that book? And tell the audience what the book is about.
All right. Well, first of all, before I even go there, man, I just want to say thank you so much for having me on your podcast, man. I tell you what, it is a true blessing, and you have been a true blessing in my life and in the lives of others. All right. So first of all, I just want to just say thank you once again for having me on your show, man. I tell you what, I'm really excited about this. And second point is, my Gathering the Pieces, I got it right here. All right.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And what inspired me, Danny, really, man, was Gathering the Pieces. People's lives are falling apart. All right. And you know, we're in a fallen world, but the system has failed the people.
Right.
Okay, so I was like, wait a minute. God is looking to bring people back together again. All those pieces. Matter of fact, I don't know if you ever seen the movie The Avengers. Have you seen the Avengers movie with Thanos, the guy, the villain? He would smack his fingers, and he had that much power where he could just smack his fingers and wipe out half the population.
No, bro, I didn't see that one.
Okay, well, I just want to say real quick.
Okay.
There was a superhero by the name of Vision. Okay, and he had this crystal on his forehead, and what happened was toward the tail end, it shattered.
Wow.
Okay, and so Thanos, the villain, he brought it back. It came back together again. So God is trying to. I just use that illustration, but God wants to bring people back together again, whole people.
Right.
All right. So that's the reason for no limits. Because here's the thing, Danny. Here's the thing: a person that doesn't have any purpose, don't know who they are.
Right.
All right. Cover that. Limits.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
All right. But a person that know exactly who they are and what their purpose is, and they have a clear vision, all right, about their life, there's no limits.
Ooh, that's good, bro. That's good, man. That's good, man. You know, kind of remind me of a mustard seed, and that's the smallest seed that that God created. But the mustard seed it produces into the largest tree in the world.
Right.
The sycamore tree. You know, it's the largest tree, but it started out with the mustard seed. And if he tell us, man, if we can have that type of faith, the size of a mustard seed, he would take a sycamore tree and plant it in the ocean, the bottom of the ocean. So here's the deal: is like you say, once you tap into that, you have no limits if you just plant that seed. Because I'm telling you, man, you can have so many visions and so many ideals, and it almost make your mind explore. But I learned to take one thing at a time, because I was trying to do 5 things at one time, man. Right. And I wasn't getting anything done. But I learned how to discipline myself and what they say, how to eat an elephant one bite at a time.
One bite at a time.
I'm beginning to learn that, man. Okay. I got so much I want to do, but I got to do one thing at a time, man. So your shirt and just flip the conversation, man. It should have been about it should have been about no limits and not the power of thought. I guess they cousins.
But you know what though? You know, here's the thing. You know, and I thought about Jesus when Jesus first came on the scene. All right, and he wanted to show people about the kingdom. Right. All right. And since we're talking about a kingdom, having a kingdom mindset and the power of a thought, I thought about what Jesus did, because the world was upside down. See, when you have a fallen world, it's upside down. And so people have been conditioned seeing things upside down, and they receive that as normal. They accept it as normal. That's the norm. They see that being dysfunctional is normal. And dysfunctional is not normal.
Right.
Because that doesn't represent the kingdom. So what Jesus did, when Jesus came on the scene, he said, wait a minute, you're upside down. Let me bring you right back up.
Right.
All right. So that you can get a clear picture of why God has designed you uniquely. Like no one has our fingerprints. All right. But the enemy want us to get a complex, like far as ourselves, our identity crisis about ourselves. And so now we're jealous of one another.
Right.
Why would I want to be jealous? Why would I want to be jealous when no one has my fingerprint? You know, so God, he loves me, and I'm special, and I don't have to compete against anyone else.
Right. Man, that's awesome, man. That negative, that, you know, I've been studying that. People with that negative energy, man, that negative vibe, man, you know, and I listen very carefully when it comes out of them, or when they're showing it through their emotions, man, and then they want to attach to you. You can't let them in, man. Right. You can't let them in, because where you going, they can't go. They cannot go. And to my viewers, I'm telling you guys, man, this year I want you guys to take a strong inventory of that negative vibe from people. Yeah. It could come from family, it could come from co-workers, it could come from members in the church. You gotta be careful with that, because I'm telling you, where God is taking you, you gotta detach from them.
Right, exactly.
Because there's something special about you, and it takes special people. It takes special partners, man.
Right,
you gotta have the right partners, man. When I think about the partners, I think about you know how partners are so important, because when Jesus told Peter to cast his nets, nets, Peter wasn't listening, and he cast the net out. And And when he started gathering up the fishes, his net broke. But the Bible said that he called his partners. Boy, good thing he had some partners. You got to have the right partners in where you're going. Because if you don't, they would have never jumped out that boat to help Peter catch the rest of them fishes.
There you go. There you go.
What I'm saying? Because sometimes our net's gonna break in life, but if we got the right partners,
there you go.
Man, come on, man. They'll help you. They'll help you go into another level of riches and wealth. And God has a mission for that. Because one thing about it, man, where you and I going, we got to be debt free.
You got to, brother.
We got to be debt free, man. You know, I was doing an illustration, I think last Sunday, and what I did was I took a bag of seeds, and I asked the Congress, I said, "What is this? This is a bag of seeds. Why are you going to the mall buying outfits with a bag of seeds? Don't make no sense." I had to learn you plant seeds. You don't spend it. You don't buy things with it. You plant, you enjoy the harvest. Okay, not the seeds. You plant seeds, but you enjoy your harvest.
Right.
Man, I'll tell you, I wish I would have known this in my 20s and 30s. Lord have mercy. But go ahead, bro.
No, I was going to say that was the reason why I came out with gathering the pieces. And the reason why, God has given me this is because right now in the world, the people don't have a clue,
right,
who they are. They don't. Okay, so what they're doing is they're listening to what the media. They getting the information from the media, or they getting the information from here, instead of the manufacturer, the one that came out with the. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if I buy if I buy a car, inside the car is a manual.
Right.
All right. There's a manual. Anything that I want to know about the car, I could find it in the manual.
Absolutely.
All right. So, but what people are doing, they let's say they get a car and they just riding it, putting gas in it and just keep going, not realizing that it requires maintenance. It requires an oil change. It requires a checkup. All right. But if you don't know what's the purpose, if you don't know what the purpose of a car is, the car to get you from A to B, and realize that there's a maintenance that's involved in it. And people don't understand that. So that's where the disconnect is. And that was the reason why that God is giving me far as, look, he's gathering the broken pieces. He's gathering the pieces. That way he's dealing with a whole person.
Right.
Because right now there's a lot of people right now that there's a lot of people in pieces trying to minister to someone in pieces. I mean, it just don't work.
Man, that is so true, man. I see a lot of religious people, man. They really don't understand the real true gospel of Christ, and they got just pieces of it. And right. So what they're doing is they're sort of like deceiving people with their understanding or with their righteousness, and what you're doing is you're planting bad seeds, So and I'm just, and you're absolutely right with that. But tell me about the book a little bit, man. What inspired you to write that?
Well, my heart is for as an evangelist. Okay, I'm a minister of the gospel. All right, you and I, we both are minister of the gospel, and so I have a passion for souls. And the reason why I say that is because let me tell you, God has pulled me out of the muck and mire, and I should have been dead and gone. All right, and so just put it this way, I did a lot of bad things with a lot of bad people, hung around with a lot of bad. You know what I'm saying? So I knew I shouldn't have been here, but by the grace of God, I am here. All right. And so now that I am here, you know, I have an assignment, and I have an assignment is to share the good news of the kingdom. All right. So people could be set free, you know, so, you know, wherever I go, I want them to see the light, okay, which is not my light, is Christ's light. All right. And so that's my purpose, man. That's one of that's my main mission right there. And so that was the reason why God had me write the book. All right. And put this thing in writing here. And I talk about something here, Danny. Here it is right here. Okay. I talk about there's a time to be born and there's a time to die. But what about the dash in the middle of your tombstone?
Come on, bro.
All right. So we got a time to be born and a time to die. But that right in the middle of that dash.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I talk about it, like, what are you going to do between that dash to make a difference in the world that you live in? And I'm talking about in all areas of life. See, one thing about the gospel doesn't leave anything out. All right. It talk about everything from a financial, emotional, spiritual, you know, the whole, not how you raise your kids, the whole nine, everything comes together. That's why I'm talking about gathering the pieces, nothing missing and nothing lacking. All right.
That's awesome.
You know, so yeah. So that's what inspired me to write the book.
That's awesome, bro. Hey, listen, because I know I'm kind of running out of time, but I want to give a quick shout out to my biggest sponsor, man, that really has my back and has been very encouraging to me to do what I'm doing. And that is the Center for Manifestation. Pastor Marty Jones, man. I just want to give a shout out, man. You know, he's been leading by example, and he's been teaching us how to live in prosperity. Okay. You know, in spite of what people think of what they say, man. You know, so I got to give them a shout out. I got to give him a shout out, man, and in the church, man. They are my greatest sponsorship. So the Center for Manifestation, man, I need y'all to go by there and check out our website. We're doing a lot of things in the city and around the world as well. So check us out. So here's Dave. Also too, I want to ask you a quick question here. You have been, man, I tell you, bro. Hey, man, I thank God for you and your wife, man, because you guys have taught me something in how to take a small amount of money and exchange it for gold, man.
Come on.
My God, man. Woo. My God, man. I didn't want to go there, but I just want to let the people know. Man, I'm gonna tell you, man. When you presented it to me, at first I didn't see it. But you guys didn't let up. You just kept, you didn't let up, and you just kept giving me the understanding why it makes sense to just take $7 and exchange it for gold, and the gold was worth $55. It was worth $55 to gold. Come on, I mean that. You know, when I try to do that with certain people, do you know they don't see it? Well, I think that's so demonic.
Well, I look at it like this. I'll let you finish.
Well, I mean, I shouldn't say it demonic. It could be just don't want to receive the reality of it, especially when you make it that simple.
Right.
$7 and exchange it for gold, and then you got a gold bank account, and that 1 gram sitting in your account. Hey, listen, bro. Thanks to you guys, man. I did a great investment in it, man. And
you got these assets, huh?
My God, man, especially with the coins, man. I appreciate y'all with that, man. You know, I'm growing with you guys, man.
Man, let me. You mind if I elaborate a little bit on that? Since you brought it up?
Absolutely.
All right. here's the thing. You know, it's just like far as the gospel. You know, when we share the good news about, you know, Jesus Christ, at first most people are not going to get it. They're not going to understand it. They can't understand why why someone would die for them. They can't comprehend that. And that's the same thing as far as, that's why we're talking about gathering the pieces, because people are getting pieces of something. They're not getting all of it. All right.
Right.
From a monetary system, from a financial point of view, all right, there's nothing wrong with, you know, building good credit and the whole nine. It's great, you know, having good credit and all these different things, because that'll open up a lot of opportunities, a lot of doors for you and stuff like that. But from a monetary system, I'm talking about real money. Real money must have a store of value. Real money must have a store of value, and that's where gold has a place in it, because we could take it all the way back to in the Old Testament. Okay, back in Solomon day, let's say King David. One of the things that King David did before he went on to the next life, he went and he had all the gold, the silver, and everything that Solomon would need to build the temple.
Right.
All right. Okay. So now Solomon, he had all the gold and silver and everything else, and he passed it on to his son. We can go ahead and fast forward to Jesus' time. All right. One of the first things that the wise men, when Jesus was born, all right, one of the first things, they presented him gifts. And the first gift that they presented to Jesus,
right,
the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, is gold.
Right.
All right.
I always tell people that was the most expensive baby shower I ever seen in my life.
Whoa.
That baby shower right there. Man, listen, this baby came from a kingdom of silver and gold and wealth.
Yes.
It followed him.
Yes.
So you say if you got Jesus Christ in you, then wealth should be following you just like yep. It followed him.
Yep.
You shouldn't be broke.
You shouldn't be. You know, if you broke, that was a choice. That was a choice. So that means you turned everything off. You didn't want to listen and you didn't want to hear.
You know,
right, but that's a choice.
I heard Apostle preach this Sunday about it's almost impossible for you to be living in poverty in America. That's impossible.
Right.
Why? He said because he went around the world and he's seen what poverty looked like. Because when you living in poverty, you don't have no EBT card, you don't have no food stamp, you don't have no assistance, you're not getting no stimulus check, you ain't getting no unemployment, you got nobody to help you.
Right.
Nobody, you don't have a soup line. It's impossible for you to be to live like that in America.
Right.
You got to change the way you're thinking, because everything is in your thoughts, it's in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So when you change that, I tell you what, here's what, if you can't change it, change who you're around.
Your associates.
Your associates. Get away from that. Get away from that broke-minded environment and that broke mind thinking. Just get them out. If you in there by yourself, you and Jesus, that's enough. Until you start bringing the right people in your circle.
Right. Right. Exactly. And like you said, you know, normally you can tell exactly where you're going to go. The 5 people that you hang around, the 5 people that's pretty much the direction that you're going to go with the 5 people that you have in your circle. So if you have 5 broke people in your circle, 5 dysfunctional people in your circle, chances are you're going to be dysfunctional. Chances are you're going to be broke. All right. So that means you have to change your environment and get around people that's already there, already doing it. And when you surround yourself with people like that, that's that positive energy. All right. And now you have all that the creativity and all those things that come with it. And right. that was the reason why I talked about gathering the pieces, because you have to be a whole person. You can't be a piece of a person. You got to be a whole person.
Right.
You know,
man, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. Hey, listen, man. I'm 30 minutes up. and because you know people got a short time expansion, so I want to stay with the 30 minutes, man. But I would love to have you on next weekend, man. Same time, 7 to 7:30, and I want our topic this time. We're gonna talk about the recognition of a golden partnership.
Oh, come on,
man! You got to be able to identify the right partners, man. I want to elaborate on that. Okay. How to identify the right partners in your life.
All right.
Okay. It's not because of it's just because they got the funds don't mean they're the right partners.
Right.
Okay. Exactly. Just because they got clout or they have a name or they famous don't mean they're the right partners.
Right.
So I want to elaborate on that a little bit next week, man.
All right, man.
But it's good to have you. It's good seeing you, man.
Man, and, thank you.
Look here, man. Rumors is out that you got so much gold. I thought when you signed in, I was looking for some gold teeps in your mouth.
Don't tell nobody, man.
It's why
it's on the down low.
When somebody call your name, I don't know you by Dave Benjamin. I say my golden friend.
That's right, man. Hey, look, that's how kings supposed to have gold. We kings.
Come on, bro.
The queens have gold.
Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Enough said. Yeah. I'm only doing what Jesus did. I'm only doing what the Bible told me to do. That's all.
Hey, man, I ran across somebody the other day, and they went to out of nowhere, man. Talking about I'm sick of these preachers with this prosperity message. Boy, man, come on, man. They're gonna be shocked.
Yeah.
They're gonna be shocked if they get to heaven and see streets made out of gold.
Yeah.
We wear it around our neck, but they walk on it up there. Sure, man. Come on, man. Hey, look.
And real quick, I just want to say prosperity with a purpose. See, if you don't have a purpose, if you don't have a purpose for money,
right?
God told us to be stewards of it. So if you don't have a purpose for it, that money can kill you. It can kill you if you don't understand the purpose of it. That's the reason why if you got to get the power of a thought.
Yep.
You got to get the thought first. You got to have the mindset. Right. All right. That's the reason why I talk about a kingdom mindset, because you have to think like heaven.
Oh, boy, you in my message from Sunday, boy. You got to have a kingdom mindset, man.
That's it.
There's no listen. If you ain't got a kingdom mindset, you'll get caught up on what the world is building. I don't want to go there, man, because I don't. You listen. Just focus on the kingdom mindset. Okay, because all of our instructions are in the kingdom mindset.
That's right. That's right. What does scripture say?
You'll be able to see things other people can't see, and they'll think you crazy because of what you believe.
Matter of fact, if they think you crazy, you're in the right place.
Come on, bro. And I love being crazy.
If they think
it fits my character. I love what they say. Boy, you crazy. But listen, thank you. That's a compliment.
It is because the Bible says, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and then all of these things shall be added unto you. You have to be a steward and a manager of the resources that God give you so that you could expand God's kingdom. God told us he said, do the work until I come. We have to expand God's kingdom. But we have to understand, we have to have a clear understanding of the resources that God has given us to be stewards and managers of that.
Wow. Amen. Every now, I tell you, man, I run across 1,000 people before I run across you. I'm telling you, it's a narrow road.
It is.
Every now and then you'll run across one that really gets it. So hey, listen, I thank God for you, man, and you and your family. You tell your wife, Roz, I say hello, and
I certainly will.
We're going to I see you next week, man.
All right, let's do this. Let's do it.
We're gonna talk. It's some interesting things that you and I stirring up and getting ready to do in the future. But we'll talk about it later as we get close to releasing these things.
All right.
All right, bro.
All right, brother. Appreciate it, man.
God bless you. And take your wife. You know, I say hello. And you keep up No Limits, all right?
That's right. That's right. No limits. No limits.
All right, man. How your son doing? He's doing good?
He's doing good, brother. He's doing real good.
Okay. All right, bro. Well, we're gonna just close on that. So, hey, you keep your mind sharp, okay?
All right, will do, man.
All right, God bless you.
All right, bless you, bro. All right.